Oh boy, here we go. Looking like we're live. Hello everyone, Nerui here, and oh, I am both in equal points. Well, not necessarily equal, but in mixed points. Looking forward to and dreading this because it's once more for another round of Dead Space, but seeing as we managed to finish Dead Space with that marathon stream, which, for the record, officially the Dead Space 1 finale stream is officially my third longest stream that I've done, only beaten just barely by two older streams I did with Hearts of Iron 4 with the Equestria at War mod, a little boot camp thing that was done to try and get used to the game, learn how it goes. But yeah, and personal little achievements. Now trying to see if we can top that. Well, we'll have to wait until we can find something to that we can really authentically do so, because I don't want to cheapen it by I just purposely just forcing myself to go just to give myself something that is an authentic challenge that could theoretically go over and catch that. But I am stalling because from what I've been told, Dead Space 2 is even scarier still than Dead Space 1. So, in fact, if I recall correctly, going back to the first Dead Space stream, that little sneaky thing that Stormy gave in, just sneaking in and just further making me freak the frick out. It was her you just basically trying to make it a little bit more like Dead Space 2, apparently.
Yeah, it gets pretty scary at times.
Howdy, Orsk.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. So, like I said, I am quite obviously stalling, because as much as I had gotten accustomed to Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2 is still somewhat new territory.
I
Because
mean, you'll be fighting the usual enemies, but there's a few just extra ones thrown in there.
uh, I did do a little brief test run, just get through some of the a little bit of the opening, not saying or anything, just to see how smooth the game runs, and it seemed to run pretty smooth. But then again, I was just running the game by itself. I wasn't doing the streaming alongside it, so we'll see
Fair.
we'll see if that still holds up. But I've delayed long enough.
Most indeed. Let's charge forth into the breach.
Uh,
Hugs.
I've said before, I am historically not that good with horror.
I'm not good with horror either. This is why I watch other people play these games.
Yeah, it pretty much the only reason why I got to the idea of maybe I should try playing horror games is that some of them actually have some good stories tied in with them.
Oh god, yes, some of them have pretty solid stories tied in.
Yeah, is from watching YouTubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye.
Oh god, yes, and they do really good jobs with their playthroughs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, and this might be me stalling a little bit again, one of the horror games that I saw a let's play of that got me realizing just how kind of a good story these things are, that kind of opened my mind a little bit to be more willing to entertain the idea, was an older Markiplier let's play of a game called Among the Sleep.
Ah, that one. Yeah, I'm familiar with his playthrough of that one too.
Yeah, it was mostly the big twist and the realization at the end that made me realize, holy crap, this was actually pretty good, and to, in some senses, a bit powerful, because I don't know if I want to say what the twist was, because, you know, if anyone for however old that game is, if anyone hasn't played it, I mean, it seemed like an indie horror, so...
Fair. It's good to leave that type of stuff up in airs until someone else goes to find out about it.
Yeah, by either playing the game for yourself or, at the very least, going to watch Mark's video.
Yes. But think about it, with all these new enemies, you also have a lot of new toys to play with. And the Ripper in this game is even better than in the first one.
Okay, new game? I don't need previously on Dead Space, because I just literally finished it the other week.
I was about to say, yeah, we did just finish that up, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Although I would say you probably want to watch the one for Dead Space 3, because it does it in a nice little way to bring you up to speed. But that one, at least, you don't need to go and click on it to go do it. It's the opening, like, lead into the game.
So basically, you see it either way.
Yes. Like I said, they did it really good, and it sort of brings you up to speed, you know, because there's, like, a little bit of, like, a time difference between the second and the end of the second, the start of the third.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go on normal for this one. I don't need to be a masochist.
Mm-hmm.
So still have to try and conserve my ammo, which I think I did a decent job in Dead Space 1.
Oh god, yes, you did great. But yeah, should be pretty good.
And we'll finally get to hear Isaac's voice in full sentences.
Isaac, are you there? Come in, Isaac. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura is a great ship. I am so lucky to be serving aboard her.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac, thank you.
For what?
For just pushing me to do this.
A glimpse
If
of
it weren't
Isaac
for you,
before
I
things
never would've made
went
it this far,
figuratively
because
and
you made me stick
almost
with it.
literally to hell.
Oh, yeah.
You up for 6 months so you can do this.
You know what? We must be getting on a range with everything. Isaac.
Ooh, and also getting, like, you get to see he was the reason she was on board the ship in the first place.
Which adds an extra
You're
layer
drifting
to
away
the
for a moment there, Mr.
dear
Clark.
goodness.
I believe you
Yeah.
were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Yes. Nicole Brennan. She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Hey, Ishimura.
USG Ishimura, yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
I found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me?
Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me? Dana, I found Isaac Clarke. Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good, good. Steady, steady, steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I? All right, I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible, terrible danger.
And right into it already.
Oh, yes.
Franco? Franco, what happened?
And,
Oh God. Isaac,
and there goes the bacteria right into the brain.
run!
Might have to turn things down a little bit because running the streaming software along with it, it's running a lot less smooth than it was with the earlier test. Okay, settings, visuals, turn off VSync. Should I turn it down to medium?
What are you set at the moment? Yeah, probably medium. Actually, let's see what else we can turn off, because yeah, VSync is the big thing.
That's pretty much all that I've got is resolution, VSync, full screen, and I keep full screen off so I can actually read the chat.
Yeah, so then yeah, medium's probably gonna be our best bet. Although we could try to see what high is like with VSync off, because remember, VSync is usually the reason why things get all like jittery. So we could try it with just high on, but VSync off.
Okay, we'll try high with VSync off for now. Looks to be running a little smoother.
Yep.
If it starts getting choppy or stuttery again once things get hectic, like back there, then I'll bump it down to medium.
Yep, no worries. And welcome, you're in Chapter 1.
How many chapters are in this one? 12 again?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me go check.
Okay, save. If that's a taste of things to come, it sounds like I'd have more than just necromorphs to worry about here.
This is Director Tideman to all project personnel. I want the key subjects terminated and the facility scrubbed. This is not a drill.
Looks like there's at least 12 chapters, maybe a little bit more. So yes, it's got more chapters than in the first one.
I might have to try and... after the stream, I'll look to count how many chapters, because I want to see if I can try to do a 2-chapter a stream thing like I ended up doing with Dead Space 1. meaning if it's an odd number of chapters, we may have a extra long marathon stream for the finale once again.
Station 158. Now.
Yep. At the moment, I'm probably at regular Dead Space levels, but
Still hurts? Yes, I'll schedule you for another session tomorrow.
No, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take another session. I don't
There.
Dead Space
First thing tomorrow.
2
Now let's
is
talk
divided
about what you saw
into
today.
15 chapters.
Come on,
15,
Ross. I'm
Yep.
here to help you.
Because the first Dead Space is in 12 chapters, second one's in 15.
People like I'm going room with
Dead Space Extraction was 10.
Symbols whisper to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you? Come on, Strauss.
See, Dead Space 2 Severed is only 2 chapters, so that was DLC.
Put so much
And 3 is a very big 19
for anything.
chapters. With the DLC Awakened being 3.
Can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember.
The symbols.
So a lot of
Strauss,
content
what
in
did the
the third
symbols
game.
tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill them. They didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, adjust his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning. Subject is Nolan Strauss, Station 158.
This is Director Tyson to all Project personnel. I want the key subjects terminated and the facility scrubbed. This is
at least at the moment, I'm not over the top terrified like I was when I was going into Dead Space 1. So
Most dead.
we'll see if that lasts.
Come on, man.
Station 4. I remember you. Tideman said all the key subjects need to be eliminated. Terminated. Which one more?
Listen to me, man.
What matters?
Listen to me. We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket.
No one's getting out of here alive.
Don't do it.
I think I have to bump it down to medium.
Take it easy.
Yeah, medium.
Just take it easy.
I think there's a very big graphical
It reads
improvement
red.
between this one and the first one.
It's red.
In other words, Potato PC is
It's that
striking
back in a
again.
flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab
No,
that.
it's most indeed. Hey, at least your computer is not as bad as of a potato as mine is.
That won't be. Needing it anymore. Isaac, we're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
Well, so much for your friend the doctor.
I'd say more acquaintances than friends.
Fair, and I don't even think it was a proper doctor. I think it was just a shrink. But
Okay.
congratulations, you got a flashlight.
Fat lot of good that's going to do against necromorphs.
Fair.
Isaac Clarke, is that you?
Who are you?
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
Well, at the moment, not shooting at me, not roaring at me, not stabbing at me, not trying to turn me into a freaky space death zombie. So, I'll admit you do have a few good points going for you.
Fair.
Again, I've had people doing that very same thing that ultimately ended up shooting at me when all was said and done.
Fair. I mean, we can't forget the last pretty lady that was helping you out, and then how that turned.
Yes. Yes, the locator, aka the handy mission line.
Oh, yes. So, welcome to Titan Sprawl. This lovely setting is where you're going to be for this game. You're on the moon of Titan, which I think is orbiting Jupiter. Or at least it's one of those larger planets.
Someone got to set the time on that clock.
Probably a power blip. You know how those always causes nothing but troubles with clocks?
Yep. And another save station. In the description for the chapter isn't giving me a name for the chapter, so doesn't look like there's a whole cipher in the chapter naming convention this game.
Not for this one. They didn't go with that route for this one.
For those who've been watching throughout the entirety of Dead Space 1, I'm about to say what that whole cipher was. Because it was pointed out to me in the first stream. For those who's just started watching here and haven't watched one, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to cover your ears for spoilers, and just give it 10 seconds. So, spoiler alert: 5, 4, 3, 2. 1. The first letters of the chapters ended up spelling out the phrase "Nicole is dead," telling you that the big reveal towards the end, right as you're going along, if you could notice that going through.
Yep.
Spoilers over.
Yep. So, you're ready to fight through legions of necromorphs, but nothing but your trusty flashlight?
Fight is a strong word.
You're basically a Pokemon with no PP left in their moves. At least at this point, anyways.
Considering that I appear to be in the showers and slash bathroom, I guess this is just the place you'd want to have no PP, or you'd go take care of that.
Most indeed.
I'm
Hello.
sorry, what the fuck did I walk in on?
Oh, we're just talking about how Nay has to fight through legions of necromorphs with only her trusty flashlight in her possession.
Okay, I just saw a random talk about pee-pee. That's why I'm like, what?
Well, we were talking about how basically Nay at this point is like a Pokemon with no PP left in their moves.
Okay, fair enough.
So, here's your introduction to a new thing for this game, going through events.
This is a bad space. Bad space.
Among Us.
Because remember, you're an engineer. You're used to crawling through these little crawl spaces.
Yeah, and so is all the stuff that's been out to kill me since the last game.
Exactly. The only ones who are not experienced with this are the players.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Ow.
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will
Or
die.
he, I don't know.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
I believe they're okay at the moment. They're undergoing surgery using 0G.
Oh, of course.
Surgery for what, though? Surgery for what?
I believe something to do with their chest cavity if you have a look at it.
That leg was twitching.
So right now I'm going to remind you that when it comes to the telekinesis module, it'll be picking up and throwing at stuff. Yeah, that's going to be very important in this game. So remember, when you kill off a slasher, you can rip off its two arms and use them as basically spears. And one claw from each of them is basically enough to kill another one each. And you just freed up a bunch of little spear things from Buddy that was being worked on. I think you're aiming a bit too high. You just want to put them in the torso. There you go. So you can also, at this point, since they're dead, you can aim your telekinesis module at the dead slashers, and you automatically will rip off one of their arms to use as a projectile.
You know, I don't know if you could swim, but I forgot I didn't realize this Dead Space Extraction. Instead Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, there's Dead Space Extraction.
I mean, there's also Dead Space Severed, which is the DLC. Extraction is the Wii game of the Dead Space universe. It actually follows the guy that wakes Isaac up in this game at the start. He's the one that plays through that game as the protagonist.
You know, with all your in a place here, I say, you know, with all your experience, you figured I'm getting I'm always carrying a searchlight with me at all times. Don't care how awkward it seems. I'm not being in these situations again.
Well, to be fair, Isaac wasn't really in a situation to be prepared like that.
Yeah.
He was basically captured and put in a cryo.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's only lucky there was a doctor that was kind enough to cut him out with a straitjacket.
Yeah, I'd be SOL if I was still bound.
I mean, you might, without a strong emphasis on might, be able to take one necromorph, but your arm's all bound. Yep, and you're wearing your patient suit right now, which means you got no armor.
Crap.
I will point out, you'll see, like, on the ground, like, little lights on things. There's a lot of those, like, rods you picked up from the guy that was undergoing surgery scattered around there. Oh, and there you go. You ripped off one of the slasher claws to kill the third one. So yeah, this game really goes to show you just what you can actually pull off with a proper usage of the telekinesis module.
Basically, kind of touching up on that from the first game, and actually game putting a spot where you have to use it.
Yep. Because in the first one, you can go the entire game without doing any of that stuff with your telekinesis module.
Apart from puzzle solving.
Yep, puzzle solving. And what do we have here? Another person who's currently undergoing surgery. But this one is still alive. If memory serves me well.
No, I think that might be the one I pulled the plug on.
Ah, okay.
That's the same room I was in earlier.
I think yeah, I was remembering badly there. Yeah, you were looking at the room you were in before. And here you go. Here's the needed stomp tutorial.
I've been trying to do that the whole time.
Oh yes, that's one thing no one forgets about, especially with all those bloody infectors flying around. Them and their little flaps and their stingers. And there you go, there's the melee tutorial. Oh, here we go. Now we have a patient that's still kicking.
Is anyone out there? Is anyone out there? Is someone there? Anyone? Why am I awake? Can anyone hear me?
Plasma energy. That's a relieving sign.
Oh God!
Yep.
I'm all alone in here. Are you a doctor?
Nope.
So you see that nice big thing on top of Buddy pointing at him?
Please,
Remember, you're an engineer. You know how to cobble shit together.
A plasma cutter?
Oh my God! Fuck! What the fuck are you doing?
Shit!
Help!
I'm trying! I'm trying!
And congratulations, you just put together your own plasma cutter. And now we see the badass May from the first game. She has a weapon. Making short work of slashers left, right, and center. And I think you can also get some loot off that guy that got pokey down the table.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
I mean, at least he died quickly. At least he's not coming back as a necromorph. Not once Nay's done with him.
Yep.
He's dead, he's alright.
But yeah, now you have a weapon. Now you change your flashlight into a plasma cutter. So now it's but one and the same. And the reason why you had to get armed is because of that crazed slasher over there. Because it was attacking too much for you to be able to bolt and properly melee it without turning yourself into sashimi, but I think it could have also been like an instant death scene for you too.
Oh, so they moved the reload to the traditional reload button as opposed to A.
Yes, it's now X. And that'll be the same thing for the third one too.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that was a little bit of a throw-off at first, is that with so many games, you're used to X being the reload button.
Exactly. But yeah, so from this point on, X is now your reload. Or, well, it's your manual reload.
It's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know. I've had a lot of practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
Kinda not what... Story?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Isaac on that one. I've had a lot of practice with these things.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, yes. But you gotta be careful in the third game when it comes to reloading. With the way the whole universal ammo system works, when you reload, it's sort of like old-fashioned, reloading your weapon. You lose the ammunition you just threw away. So in the third game, you gotta be careful with that. In this one, you don't, because we still got spliced ammunition types. Ah, look, a handy-dandy save station.
Yeah, at least with my old workhorse in my hands, I feel a little bit better now.
Oh, indeed. And remember, in this game, you can make it even more badass than it was in the first game. There's the introduction of the special node now that you have to work your way over to. Each weapon has its own little special thing that you can add on to it. But it's usually on the other side of their node networks. So to get there, you actually have to commit a fair little chunk of power nodes into it. And it should still be the same in the first one, to know that there's power node rooms out there.
So still want to keep one power node on me at all times, just for those treasure rooms.
Yep, and I think in this game the treasure rooms are a little bit better balanced.
Okay, noted.
Indeed, indeedy. That's why I'm here, to help give some useful little info.
And of course, giving me with the jump scares.
Well done. Very well done.
Indeed.
I might as well, if I can squeeze it in, and try and use those to help conserve ammo.
Yep, I mean, like, that's the beauty of making use of their little, like, slashy arms, because each dead slasher can turn into 2 more dead slashers if your aim's good. And yeah, it seems like the DLC one that I mentioned to you for Dumb 2 was only like a console version one. So it was only available on the Xbox and the PlayStation versions.
So I can't do that here.
Yep. And going through and looking through the synopsis again now, I was a little bit after now. The guy that was in that one is not the exact same guy that you're playing as, but I think he might be a friend of his. That, or else I think maybe Curver might have helped out somewhat in that little, like, 2-chapter mini thing.
Now it tells me how to manual reload. Yep, welcome to dealing with Necromorphs, bub.
I'm just mad. It's just like first time.
Yeah, word of advice to the uninitiated, bub. See any dead corpses? Mutilate them too, because you don't need an infector going and turning them into more necromorphs on you. Yeah, you want to pray you don't find yourself stuck in a room with a metric buttload of corpses and any number of infectors.
Okay, that's why I had some things wrong. So, yeah, that DLC's that one actually takes place with characters that actually survived Age of 7 as well. So, and also ones that got away from the USG Ishimura.
warp, warp, warp. Make sure I check everything. It's being thorough helps me find more loot, more ammo, and which helps me survive more. Like that, like a spare med pack.
Isaac! Through here! Come on, Isaac! No, Isaac, remember me. Patient 5. I'm patient 5, remember? You remember? Dana, your fucking route didn't work. There was a security lockdown.
I told you to hurry. How'd you miss it?
Look, I don't need your help.
Fine. Let's just go left route.
Dana! Okay, you're right. I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together. Tideman's your enemy, not me. All right, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn. As for the outbreak... Shit! Tideman's jamming my signal.
I guess this Tideman is another death cult initiate.
Nope. He's not aligned with the cultists. He's actually working for Earth government.
Oh, he's working for the government. That's worse.
I mean, a death cult set out to just end all of humanity, I think, would technically be a little bit worse.
Depends on who you
Just
talk
saying.
to. Depends on who you talk to.
I was waiting for that response.
Fair.
Okay, decent amount of ammo. It'll definitely be good once I get myself into some armor.
Yeah.
Welcome to a new little mini game in this one. This whole Isaac missing with technology. So you have to spin it around and now find those blue sections, and you need to click on those ones. So you need to go do 3 of those. before time runs out.
Okay.
There you go.
Oof.
Now be ready to do that under fire at times. Oof. You went kersplat.
Oh dear.
This that is good. Warning, status beds in operation.
Oh dear. I did not have enough time to read that prompt.
That was the prompt telling you now have that you once you do that minigame you have access to stasis again now because you've just cannibalized the stasis system from that console.
And it's probably telling me what button to press in order to use stasis.
Yes. I think it might be the same as in the first one, but I'll double check this one. But yeah, this game definitely weighs more into you being an engineer and your ability to mess around with tech. It is Y.
Yeah.
Y is your stasis button, so X for manual reload, A for your action button, Y for your stasis, and B for whatever. Hey, so far you're doing pretty good. You're still working through all the new shit.
Oh, and the stasis meter slowly recharges over time.
Yes, it does now. You can increase the speed of that. And that's the same thing in the later one, too. So you're able to increase your capacity, how long it goes, and how quickly it recharges. But there's also stasis recharge stations that are around, much like the one that's in this room here. So you can wait for your thing to reload, or you can just try to find a stasis. Either use the stasis recharge item or one of the stasis recharge stations. So there you go.
Okay.
So that's the reason why they gave you that journal, was for you to open and see up, see? Then the stasis it. Because that little sensor's picking up that, oh, you're not authorized to get through this thing. There you go. You're doing good. You're getting through the training wheels. And we're about to be introduced to one of the new enemies. Yeah, because a puker hit him. They're sort of like xenomorphs. Their blood is acidic, and it also acts as an ad hoc stasis charge themselves, so they can slow you down.
Yeah, I'm still instinctively going to the Dead Space 1 reload button.
No worries. I said you're better off learning to get your way past that now, because that's for this game and the next one too. And a fun fact, Nay, you can catch the bowl of puke they spit at you with your telekinesis module and launch it back at them. It absolutely wrecks necromorphs. But you gotta time it right.
Okay. So they're like boomers?
Remember, boomers, they just explode everything in an AoE.
Fair enough.
But they're basically like spitting like a concentrated ball of gastric acid at them. It doesn't so much hurt you as slow you down, though. But congratulations. But yeah, congratulations. That is your first meeting with a puker. Yep. But yeah, you'll find that they're a bit of a common enemy. Not as common slashers, but usually when I throw a few slashers at you, there's probably at least one puker out there too.
Wonderful.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So consider them, say, like an uncommon instead of like a common enemy.
Hey, Nicole. Quick question. Were they just boyfriend and girlfriend, or were they married? I don't remember.
I want to say at most fiancé. But yeah, but I think they were maybe planning to. Think like couple in their like early years still working, trying to get the money in.
Well, at this point, I want a divorce. I don't care.
Hey, remember, this isn't the true Nicole. This is Marker Nicole. Or it's basically your guilt made manifest.
Okay, so I can press B to use a med pack as per usual. Press Y to use a stasis pack.
Yep. Okay, that's good. I couldn't quite remember what the quick heal was. Ooh, you got some nodes.
Yep, third one at this point.
Excellent. But yeah, this game definitely gets you to like your plasma cutter pretty nicely, because remember, you did put it together yourself.
Get well soon. Given all the bloodstains, I don't think that's a sentiment that's going to come true.
Probably not. I mean, that's Titan Sprawl for you. He's kind of hell in a handbasket here.
Why? Doesn't that sound familiar?
Oh, is it time for Nay to meet her favorite enemy?
Oh, no. Not already.
Okay, for this one here, you want to hit them the little triangle up top. Because that turns on the emergency shutters.
Well, if you're looking to clean out the room and do some redecorating, I have good news!
Yep, so just to warn you, there's going to be times when you need to hit that pretty quickly. Because you're going to be getting sucked out of a room, so... But it's always going to be that little module that you're shooting at. Because if you don't hit it, then you're basically going to get cut in half.
Ooh.
Because it'll activate when you're partway getting sucked out.
This isn't my first rodeo. You can't just play dead and expect me to fall for it.
Exactly. Ooh, I see another node. By the looks of it. Yep, that's another little bench over there. Ooh, Nay, you're about to get your suit. Because we have a shop here.
Welcome to Microstore. CEC engineer Isaac Clark. Updating inventory to CEC engineering loadout.
Shop, let's see. Agility rivet gun.
Ooh, you got some DLC stuff?
Apparently.
Well, holy shit. Okay, you got some pretty good shit actually.
And
holy sheep shit, Batman. You got some really good stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I've been getting this through, I've been getting the Dead Space games through the Xbox Game Pass.
Well,
So,
I mean, you get the rivet gun here, and that's something you couldn't even get in the base game for this one. Because that was a promotional item, that one was.
So basically, it's the Game of the Year edition, so...
Yeah, so you got all the good shit here. I mean,
considering that this is from Xbox Game Pass, does that mean theoretically, since this is playable on Xbox as well as on PC, that there's a slim chance that DLC might be in here?
Maybe. That's actually a good question. You'd have to go through and see if you're able to like launch that from like the main window.
Let's see. So let's see. Agility rivet gun. Reload minus 5%, speed plus 5%. Primary fire. Fire rivets. Rapid fire is enabled on this model. Secondary fire.
The wording on that is bad. It's basically the rivets you're punching into enemies, you can have them explode in the enemy. So whereas like the little telemetry wonder now like the javelin gun, that one you're able to electrocute enemies you have like a javelin punched into. The rivet gun, you have those rivets explode.
Ew.
It's very nice actually.
Yep. Yeah.
And you can basically do that in the third game too if you get the right pieces together.
Imagine seeing a Rosie with that.
Oof.
Yeah. What? Secondary fire and discharge embed rivets. Impalement damage is possible.
Yep. So that's basically saying discharge means you have them just flip and explode. You basically have like a two-step bolter is what the rivet gun is.
So you fire rivets and then you use the alt fire to make them go boom.
Yep, they go boom inside target. Like I said, it's basically like a two-step bolter is what the rivet gun is.
Heavy duty contact beam.
Very nice.
Primary fire, hold to charge a high intensity blast then release.
Yep,
Secondary
this
fire, fire a blast of kinetic energy into the ground to push away all nearby objects.
Yep, this is the contact beam you didn't access last time because you used the item off to the right of this one, which was the force gun.
The bloody force gun.
Yep. Which was basically just a concussive short-range shotgun, but also has like that big AoE thing.
The EarthGov Seeker Rifle.
That is the sniper rifle.
I am not good with snipers. Probably gonna pass on that.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. In this game, it takes a lot of skill to get it right.
The bloody flamethrower.
Yep. So that's another weapon you passed up on before, but it's basically just a flamethrower.
That's bloody.
Oh,
But you.
bloody hell!
Yep. Second fire's fun though. You just launch the entire canister at something.
Have the EarthGov detonator.
That's the grenade launcher. Or well, it's a mine layer, but you can use it as a grenade launcher. But you can also, the second fire allows you to re-pick up those mines.
So you don't waste ammo.
Exactly. So you can pop them down onto a wall, and then it'll have like these 3 little lasers. Like if an enemy's crossed at them through those beams, they get hit and killed by it.
And the heavy duty detonator. So multiple versions of them.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So let's look. The EarthGov has fire damage plus 10%, speed plus 5%. The heavy duty has fire damage plus 5%, reload minus 10%. So the heavy duty looks like it does less damage but does a fire reload. The EarthGov is more damage and faster fire.
Yeah.
The Forged Ripper.
The Ripper's very nice in this game too.
And the Shock Point Ripper. They both give a duration of plus 1 second.
Which is very nice.
The Forged has a secondary fire damage plus 10%. The Shock Point has a reload of minus 5%.
Okay, not a bad combo.
So, Forged Ripper if I want to take advantage of the secondary fire. Shock Point if I just want to have faster reloads.
Remember, for the Forged one, that's the secondary fire, so that's when you just launch the blade itself at long distance.
Yeah, and I tend to stick to not use the secondary fire.
Yep.
We got the EarthGov and the Agility Pulse Rifles.
Ooh, the pulse rifles, nice again in this game.
The EarthGov Pulse Rifle has and the secondary fire damage plus 5% and reload minus 10%. The Agility Pulse Rifle has reload minus 5% and speed plus 5%.
And in this game, it doesn't have the whole secondary fire is like it spins around, shoots everything in around you. It just has a flipping grenade launcher on it. It's got an underslung grenade launcher.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
We have 3 line guns here. The Hazard line gun, the Forged line gun, and the heavy duty line gun.
Nice.
Okay. So still the wide energy beam and the timed energy mine. Hazard the line gun has secondary fire damage of plus 5%, reload minus 5%.
So the time mine is more beefy on that one.
The Forged line gun has secondary fire damage plus 10% and speed plus 5%.
Okay, so even beefier secondary.
Heavy duty line gun has primary fire damage plus 5% and reload minus 10%.
Nice.
We got the bloody and the triage javelin gun.
You basically fire a javelin to an enemy, impaling them, and then you can have the javelin get electrified. So you basically punch one into someone and then have it electrocute them too. It's very nice.
Yes, the bloody javelin gun has secondary fire damage plus 10% and reload minus 5%. The triage javelin gun has primary damage plus 10% and reload minus 5%.
Okay, so basically, do you want it to be more beefy with the electrical potential or with just the raw force of it?
We've got the refurbished plasma cutter, which is just Dead Space unlocked, used and refurbished by CEC. So, my first plasma cutter from the original game.
Yep, it's your one straight from it. It's that's being picked up because you have a save game of the first one.
The forged plasma cutter, primary fire damage plus 10%, reload minus 5%.
Nice.
The agility plasma cutter, reload minus 5%, speed plus 5%. Now we're into armors. The EarthGov and the security suit.
Yep.
Earthquake security suit grants unique functionality to the wearer. Weapon bonus. Detonator, seeker rifle, and pulse rifle get a 5% damage bonus. Purchase guarantees a minimum of 15 inventory slots and 15% armor. Your rig retains the highest upgrade of armor and inventory.
Exactly.
So basically, this could give me an early boost to my inventory before I can get it statted out.
Yep, each armor has its own little like special bonus thing. So this one is really good for the detonator, seeker rifle, and pulse rifle. And since the pulse rifle has that nice nifty second fire in this game now, it's pretty chunky.
The triage suit. Stasis bonus, a plus 5% increase in stasis duration. Guarantees a minimum of 15 inventory slots and 15% armor.
Yep.
We got the agility advanced suit. Stasis bonus. Duration is increased by 10%. So far, they all are doing the whole 15% armor and 15 inventory slots, so I'm guessing this is the current tier for armor and inventory.
Yep, you're getting your first suit, so that's what you're going to be getting.
Shock point suit. Stasis bonus. 5% decrease in stasis recharge time. Heavy duty vintage suit. What? So basically the suit I had to, once again, from Dead Space 1.
Yep.
Weapon bonus, line gun, detonator, contact beam receive a 5% damage bonus.
Yep.
The bloody vintage suit. Weapon bonus to the flamethrower, javelin, and force gun. The forged engineering suit. Medpack bonus, additional 50% healed when using medpacks. The engineering suit. Purchase. This is actually technically a lesser, because the engineering suit just gives the no extra bonuses and just the 10 inventory slots and 5%
Yep,
armor.
that's the base one you're supposed to be getting from here.
So basically, that's what I'm supposed to get if I didn't have all these options.
Yippers. And then you have that last suit, or not a hazard suit.
Yeah. Additional 10% and healed when using medpacks.
So it's up to you. Do you want to go with the base suit, or do you want to go with one of these spiffy, fancy suits?
I mean, I've got access to them.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, all these are worth 0, so I can technically buy all of them, because the engineering suit is 1,000 credits. But all of these things are 0, so I really can't just go and buy all of these.
You can, and you can just put them all away.
Yeah, and just put them all away, and it's. I didn't intend to go a pay to win, but I'm guessing that's just.
You have the Game of the Year version, so you have all these extra stuff, which means we can have our like full lineup of weapons right off the bat if you wanted.
Basically, go and effectively pick up where I left off.
More or less.
Okay, so since these are all 0, might as well pick them all up then.
Indeed, indeedy. Yep, so now you have to store away the 4 you just bought. Or well, the 3 you just bought. So, you've gotten to see the weapon choices for this game. So, which weapons are speaking to you at this point? Or at least, like, weapon types, anyways.
Let me see. Ripper, without a doubt. I think I'm gonna go with a shock point Ripper. Because I don't see myself using too much of the secondary fire, much like before.
Yeah, because you really wanted for just to have the blade out, and like I said, that plus 1 second is nice. The reload's not bad too, so it's a nice combo.
I think I'll try the triage javelin gun.
Good option.
I mean, plus javelins in general are always fun. Personally.
Which leaves me for the final slot, because not getting rid of my plasma cutter. Although,
yeah,
the question is, should I keep on going with the one I currently have, the agility plasma cutter, which is -5 reload, +5 speed.
Well, we could go with one of the fancier ones.
Oh wait, that is one of the fancy ones. I accidentally put the regular plasma cutter away.
Yep.
So it's either the plain plasma cutter, the refurbished plasma cutter, for old time's sake, the agility plasma cutter, which has faster reload and faster speed, or the forged plasma cutter, which has faster reload and more primary damage. It's the forged one.
Yeah, forged one's better.
Okay, so I got the shock point Ripper, the triage javelin gun, and the forged plasma cutter.
So at this point, I'd probably say, I mean, you'd probably get good use out of either the rivet gun or the pulse rifle.
And I've only got a single rivet gun.
Yep, you only got the one rivet gun. Because like I said, that was a unique one that was just a promotional item.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Now, suits.
Yep, now you have your choice of which suit to go with.
Probably gotta pick up all of them. I mean, can I pick up all of them, or is it just gonna change me each time I use them?
It would change you each time.
So
you basically pick whichever one you want.
So, engineering suit, that's what they intend to give us, 10 slots and 5% armor, versus everything else here, which is 15 slots and 15 armor.
Yep. So you'd have more inventory space and be a little bit tankier.
So it's a question of which effect do I take, and for some of them who have the same looks, the same effects with different looks, which look do I go for? The hazard suit has extra healing from the med packs.
But it's a lesser version of the other one that's next to it.
Yeah. 10% heal when using med packs. The forged engineering suit is 15% healed when using med packs. We've got the vintage suit, bloody and heavy duty, which affects the flamethrower, javelin, force gun versus the line gun, detonator, and contact beam. We've got the shock point suit, which decrease in stasis recharge. The agility advanced suit, stasis duration increased. The triage suit for an increase in stasis duration, 5% versus. So the agility advanced suit would be better than the triage suit because it's a greater increase to the duration of stasis.
Yep.
Or the EarthGov security suit, which gives a weapon bonus to the detonator, seeker rifle, and pulse rifle.
And if you go with that one, you might want to pick up a pulse rifle instead, just for that added bonus.
I mean, it's not like I'm going with a loadout that's for any of these suits that give me a 5% damage bonus. Will give me it for all of them.
Yep. And there's a later security suit that's really nice looking anyways that doesn't have any of those like weird bonuses. But yeah, like I said, you got some pretty decent options here. So
Uh,
all these are basically just variants of suits you can get in here.
Yeah, basically a little head start to make things a little easier.
Yep.
So it's going to be either the Agility Advanced suit for the 10% stasis duration, the Forge Engineering suit for the 15% med pack heals. Because I'm using the rivet gun, the ripper, the javelin, and the plasma cutter. So the only one of these suits that would do me any good would be the bloody vintage suit, because that gives me the javelin bonus.
Yep.
I'm thinking I might want to go for the forged engineering suit because it's the same design as the engineering suit I was supposed to pick up, so it'll still have that current game look. As nice as the vintage Dead Space 1 suit is. I want to see what they came up with for these ones.
Yeah, that's respectable.
And congratulations, you now have a nice suit.
And if I wanted to change, I'd have to go and use another one of these.
Yippers.
Right.
So yeah, that's a nice little start for yourself, which means you probably also would have access to all of the ones for Dead Space 3 too, because there's a lot of like promotional weapon ones and DLC weapons they had for that one, and also suits too.
Cool.
But in that one, the suits don't give you a static bonus. They're just mostly for what you want to look like. Ooh, there you go. There's the rivet gun.
Okay, so left is currently my ripper.
Well, remember you can change which weapons are on which slots.
Right. Because I am used to. There we go.
I think you do that through the inventory screen.
So, plasma cutter up top, like I'm used to. Ripper to the left, like I'm used to. Down is the rivet gun. Right is the javelin gun.
Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty certain you'll enjoy that javelin gun.
Good to be suited. You feel good suited up?
Feel better now. Now that I got a little bit of armor, I can actually take more of a hit.
Oh, good, yes.
Okay. I don't have any spare ammo for these new guns. So,
yep. So we can just spin the plasma ones for now.
Yeah, I'm still going to test out the rivet and the javelin guns.
Mm-hmm.
Just to test them out.
Oh god, yes. Especially since you want to try with those second fires too.
Right. Rivet gun, fire the rivets.
And
Secondary
then
fire, blow them up once up after I get it.
Yep, it's basically you got a manual bolter basically.
Okay.
Entering vacuum.
Oh, I got the full 2-minute air supply.
Yep. I think you can expand beyond that now. But we just need to get ourselves to a bench to do that. because it's the same upgrade system as it was in the first one, where you're using power nodes to do stuff. Which will all change when we get to the third one eventually.
That's locked.
I think we might have a boss right
A little late for that one.
there. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So yeah, Nate, meet the tripod.
Finding a camera?
I mean, it's what happens when you turn a person into a tripod, or in this case, this is multiple people put together into a tripod. But it does have two glaring weak points.
The glowy bits in the arm?
Yep, the glowy bits in the arm.
See, Steve, this is why you make sure you're glowy, so I'm gonna turn that come off, someone will put you out of your misery here.
Ooh, there you go. You punched them it with the javelin there now.
Jesus, that thing was angry. Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay, the tram station.
There you go. You killed your first one.
I need more
Oh,
answers. How long
not
have
quite. Still kicking.
3 years.
Yeah, it had a little death throw in it.
And brought you here to study.
Why can't I remember anything?
So what do you think,
The
Nate,
marker you
of
found
the
imprinted your brain with
tripods?
a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tybin tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You said you could fix it, right?
Only to reach me in time. Tram station, get moving.
One more drop in the bucket of freaky space things trying to kill me.
Oh yeah, and that list is only going to grow because they did expand our roster in this game. Although there are some enemies you're not going to see again. Remember those freaky deaky twitchers?
Yeah.
The slashers that were high speed? They're not in this one. Although you will see them if you are able to get your hands on that DLC for this one.
We will
But then
have
the
to see. We'll have to see about that.
Yep, so you might run into them in that one, but in the base game, nope, there's no twitchers in this one. And I think the big chunkos, the ones that have the shield arms and that, I'm a bit iffish on whether or not they're in this one or not. I think maybe the tripods might have replaced them. But yes, two of the ones they added in this one are just straight up nasty.
Only two?
They're the nastier ones, and they're all from children, which is also just an added level of just ick.
Great, more babies.
Only one of them is babies. I'll warn you that much.
Little baby man.
The one that isn't babies is just a very, very different experience because of what they do.
Oh, hey, they actually tell me how much ammo I've got in total for my weapons on the weapon select.
Ah, that's good.
I don't think that I don't recall if they did that in Dead Space 1. I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. No.
A nice quality of life change.
Nice.
Allows me to check how much ammo I got left for each gun without having to open up the full menu.
And they do that in the third one too, but it's a little bit more difficult to do because with the universal ammo setup here now, it basically tells you what the max number of shots is if you use only that weapon. So when you have, say, like 4 different weapons, the 2 different weapons, and the 4 different components of them, you'll see a lot of different numbers for each of them, and so it's basically telling you what the universal ammo equivalent is for all your stuff for that weapon. So that one's a little bit tougher to be like, I have this many shots, but really you have this many for this one. You can also have this many for this other thing. So it's just the information is there, but you got to parse it. Whereas in this one, we still have the individualized ammunition types. So yeah, you can definitely tell like, oh, I have this stuff and this thing. I have this stuff and this thing.
Come on, it's the only way they go down. It's their limbs. That's the secret. Comms are down. We can't get a broadcast out, so tell everyone you see.
Bingo. Workbench.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's see what we have to work with. Since
You can also probably pick up a few extra notes what you've gotten so far, because there is a handy dandy story right there.
Let's see, stasis module. Duration, energy, and charge.
Yep. So increasing how long the stasis effect is, how many shots you have before you're out, and how long it takes to actually generate a new charge.
And just like last time, it's one that's designed to where you have to fill every single node in order to get it. There's no shortcuts.
Yep, that's the sad thing when it comes to the stasis module. It's basically an all or nothing.
And it's also the same for the rig.
Yep, the rig and stasis, they don't really change that. I mean, I'm pretty certain this is the same loadout as what they had in the last one.
With a few extra things.
Yeah.
There's also now damage nodes on the rig.
Oh yeah, that increases your melee damage. Yeah, so they do add in a few extra things.
So we can get a full extra minute of air, another 100 HP, and increased damage of TK impalement.
Yep. Nice.
Okay, my plasma cutter. So got the usual damage, capacity, reload, and speed.
And you have special, which is all the way over at the other end. I think for plasma cutter, I think it's you set them on fire.
Yeah, sets target on fire when shot.
Yep, each weapon has a different special.
It looks like this one. It's also one that you need to. There's not, unlike before, there's not as much leeway to skip nodes.
Yep, because they also added in a lot of extra ones now. Because you see, like there was a lot more capacity than there was in the last one.
Yeah, because damage, that's additional 2 points. So let me see. First thing I'd want to do is max out my damage. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. To fully upgrade this, that
would take a lot.
Yeah, that would be from there for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
I can
14,
see...
15,
I can see 3 node spots we can skip.
potentially.
Yeah.
We can skip the 2 that's down below from the first capacity to the second
Yep.
capacity.
Exactly. And then there's that one up in the top right there.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's as much leeway we can get from this one.
Yeah, so...
Oh no, actually, no, I see a 4th one you can do. That's right there in the middle. So right above that bottom damage one now. So you can basically take the cap and damage there, but you can just skip that one by like going around it. So there's
right.
typically there's 4 nodes we can skip.
Right, so... Let's see, it's 1 for cap, so 1 for cap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll need 18 nodes in total, totals, doing as many skips as possible to max out my plasma cutter.
Yep.
At least the forged plasma cutter.
Yep, and I think it's the same outline for each of the plasma cutters.
Alright, let's take a look at the Ripper.
And I think the Ripper might be acid damage.
That's because damage, the shock point Ripper, I'm not seeing especially. I'm seeing damage capacity, reload duration, and alt fire.
Okay.
So,
Well, we can skip out on alt fire. We don't really need to even touch that.
Yeah, because I'm hardly going to be using it, so those are nodes that I can just completely pass, so... And fortunately, I don't have to go to any of the alt fire, because they're just out of the way, and I can just pop up to grab the damage and just not go any further down the line.
Yep.
So... Might not need to worry as much about capacity, but... Similar to before, want to get duration and duration, damage, and possibly reload, so
let's see. So other than the alt fires we can ignore up top, so those 6 spots up top, I'm seeing 3 spots we can ignore a node each in the bottom area, so yeah, we'll skip it a fair bit here.
So yes, so to start with the damage, 1, 2, down to the duration, 3, 4 for the damage, 5 for the duration. That will give me up to max duration and 2 out of 4 damages.
Nice.
Then from the duration, go over 2 to damage, and then let's see, which would be, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait. We'd be going there anyway to get the... So it'd be 4 regardless, whether I go to the reload up here or the reload over there. Okay, let's take a look at the Javelin. The Javelin does have a special, the Rivet does not.
Okay, not surprising.
So... Javelin, we've got alt fire, speed, damage, capacity, special, and reload. Special adds an explosive effect to your alt fire.
Ooh, nice.
And the rivet gun, damage, capacity, alt fire, and reload. So javelin gun, the alt increases the damage of the alt fire.
Yep.
Rivet.
So that one we really would want to get the alt fire for that one, because oh boy is it fun to just electrocute the enemy.
Yep, same for the rivet gun. Adds damage to the alt fire.
Yep.
Right, so I think we're going to go with the same kind of route that we did in Dead Space 1. Start by beefing up the plasma cutter to being my workhorse.
Yep.
So I'll use 3 to get the damage and 2 across, which will open me up for speed, reload, and damage cap damage.
Nice. Oh, and remember, you probably have enough credits to pick up maybe an extra note or two.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I also like to keep that 10,000 just for health reasons.
Oh, definitely.
So commit a node to increase the damage. 1 blank node. 1 blank node. Then I can get damage, capacity, and damage. From that other damage, go down to capacity and damage. Okay. Then,
Nice.
then after the plasma cutter, then go into the rig to up my air supply. After getting my air done up, then I can power up my Ripper, then return to the rig for HP and maybe for TK damage.
Okay, looks like they basically combined the rig together with the TK one from before.
Looks like it.
So let's see how many credits you actually got. Because I haven't been keeping track on that.
15,400.
Okay, yeah, so we might want to see that in there. Anything we can sell?
A gold semiconductor for 3,000
Ooh.
credits.
There you go.
Not going to sell the med pack, and I'm not selling my ammo.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Oh, we got a few new items. We've got the regular line gun for 9,000 credits. The regular javelin gun for 11,000 credits. Seeker shells, ammunition for the Seeker rifle for 1,000 credits for an inventory slot for 5 of them. 6 plasma energy for 1,200. 30 rivet bolts for 10, or for 750 for 10 of them. 2 line racks for 2,000. 25 pulse rounds for 1,250. 3 detonator mines for 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
13 for 1,350. 3 ripper blades. For 400. 2 javelin spears. For 1,000, 25 flamer fuel. For 900, 3 force energy. And for 4,000, contact energy. And a small med pack for 2,000.
Nice.
I'll pick up 2 small med packs then.
Good idea.
Plus those previous armors.
Yep.
Okay, let's take a look at my inventory status. I have 6 slots left, with 3 small med packs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full clips of plasma cutter energy, and a partial clip of plasma cutter energy.
Nice.
Okay, the door to go back is locked. Okay.
Yep, so now it's onward and upwards.
To adventure?
Considering that we're going to hell, I don't think upwards is really the right terminology.
I mean, of course not, baby.
You thought you could get a jump on me by using a treadmill? You're still running straight at me in a line.
The joys of slashers, so predictable. Oh, look, the box to stomp.
All citizens are ordered to
I
evacuate.
declaring martial law,
Shot
huh?
on sight.
Yep.
Not a drill. Move immediately to the nearest
I mean, he's got the power to do so. He's the man in charge here.
Attention. This is Director Tideman. A station-wide emergency is in effect.
So, you're the dick who was trying to have me killed.
All citizens are ordered to evacuate.
Caution.
Yeah, he's one of them. Well, he's also, he's the main guy trying to get you killed in this one. Now getting your cardio in?
Uh-huh. I mean, remember from Zombieland, one of the most important rules of when dealing with a zombie apocalypse, or in this case, a necromorph, which is basically space zombies.
Hey, Nate, look, it's your first power node room. Let's see how good the dice roll is for you. Hopefully you get some good moolah from this one. And the beauty of it is, there is that store right behind you that you can go and sell your stuff off to.
A schematic for power nodes.
Ooh, there we go. So yeah, so we can head back to the store, get that uploaded, so then we free up that spot. Ooh, and there we go. We're getting ammunition for nice weapons then. That's a gold semiconductor, so $3,000.
Yeah, also full inventory, so I'm going to drop one of maybe the javelin ammo.
Well, we can drop one of the plasma cutter ammo ones, because we can just come back and get it afterwards.
Oh, fair. And probably put a little bit of plasma cutter ammo into the safe.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're going to want that semiconductor so we can sell it. Because that's still $3,000 right there. And a room will remain open when we go back. Yay for backtracking.
Yay!
And this game, it's not designed to kill you. Not like the new one, apparently.
Okay, so I've got extra, so I'll put 2 of my med packs away so I can just keep 3 on me.
Yes.
Sell the gold semiconductor. Nice that they give you a "Are you sure?" so you don't actually sell something that you're not looking to sell.
Exactly.
I'll put 2 stacks of plasma energy away.
Yep.
That'll still, once I pick up the one I'll put down, leave me 3 full packs and 1 partial pack.
Yep, and gives you room to pick up more ammunition for that weapon and for the other ones.
And I have enough credits I can buy 1 power node.
Nice.
Which I'm just gonna keep in my inventory just in case I find another one.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more of the power node rooms in this one.
I think that's a good thing.
And they do their best in this one to make them worth it. So we just basically had the low ball roll for that one, though. Because the high ball one is getting a diamond semiconductor, which is a nice, cool 25G. Which at this point in time would be very nice, because that's basically 2 nodes right there. Maybe a third, depending on what else you had in your pocket.
Yeah, especially since with those things, I don't need to worry as much about spending credits on weapons.
Exactly. Ooh, you might want to try reloading your weapons, though. I think a few of your ones are a little bit low. Good, he coughed up his union days.
Thank goodness. He was overdue.
Oh wait, am I already in chapter 2?
Yep. The chapters are a little bit more fluid in this game. Same thing in the third one, too. So even though it says it's 15 chapters for this game, you can work your way through them.
Power node.
Ooh.
And I see a reanimator across the way.
Yeah, they're out there.
Fuck.
But, oh yeah, that's...
I saw multiple.
Yeah, they're out there. That's basically the game giving you a nod. Yep, they're out there. Remember the one that killed your buddy at the start? Yeah, they're out there. Ooh, there we go. We got a nice full load for the rivet gun. And almost a full load in our nice fancy javelin. Yeah, the game definitely likes to pincer you at times. But basically, the trick to this one is always keeping your head on a swivel. Because there's so many stinking vents over the place.
Great. What now?
Oh, look at the poor person. Oh. Guy could have been a friend.
Isaac, over here! Who are you? Drugs, Isaac. They gave us drugs to make us forget. But it's all coming. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you calling me? Isaac! Isaac, look out!
Oh yeah, be careful. Remember your friends, the Leapers?
Yep. And that one's dead.
Oh yeah. And there you go, you just met your buddy Strauss. A fellow inmate just like you.
We're gonna be best friends.
Yep, and he's also seen the marker, so his mind is also completely screwy. He's from the movie Dead Space, not Downfall's the other one. Yeah, he's a fun individual, you know, wholesome family guy. I mean, sure he might have went off and pulled a murder on his missus, but I mean, yeah, he's a prick.
A murder between friends.
I mean, the marker just made him into like a not quite a psychopath. He's more like a weird sociopath. Nice, more javelins. We can fully load up that javelin gun now.
Okay.
Yeah, interesting thing, you can use the javelins to set like traps. Because as you saw, you can basically the electricity hits a big area.
Okay, so using the alt fire doesn't take and electrify the ones that are already out there. It just fires one that's already electrified.
Yeah, it electrifies the last one you just shot.
But it still consumes ammo, by the looks of it.
Don't think so?
Or at least, because I had 3, I pressed the alt fire higher and it went down to 2. I'll experiment more as I go.
Yeah, couldn't quite remember if it how it handled up.
Sorry, a random person living here, but I think your mom is dead, and then made dead again because she was a horrific, horrifying a zombie monster with lots of extra limbs. That would have killed you and turned you into one yourself.
Most indeedy.
Is someone inside that dryer?
Don't judge him. Okay, judge them. Unless you have ghosts as well as necromorphs.
Okay, are you in there by choice, or did some bully shove you in there?
I mean, I'm pretty certain this is just a murder. There's nothing bullying about that.
Except by bullying by the marker. Of course.
Oh yeah, this game likes codeout moments. So you'll get like swarmed with a bunch of enemies, so... We have to wait until the grid reroutes, but we have a bunch of enemies to head off. Oh yeah, it looks like using the electrical part does consume a javelin. Okay.
Ow. Got stuck in a corner there. And yeah, it looks like using the alt fire uses up ammunition.
Yep, I just saw that too now. I mean, makes sense. I mean, the alt fire is very effective.
Woof. That took up a fair bit of my ammo for the plasma cutter.
Some do take a lot out of you.
Probably doesn't help when if you're stuck in a corner.
That too.
So it makes it hard to get a good shot in. This ship must, this station must be huge.
I mean, it is pretty massive. It's a sprawling complex on the surface of the moon of Titan. Or well, yeah, Titan, which is one of Jupiter's moons. I think Jupiter, anyways. It's kind of hard to remember all the names of the moons.
I mean, yeah.
Especially Jupiter, because it just has so bloody many of them. Then again, that's what you get when you have a gas giant.
And so far, at least from what I can tell, no sign of a map.
There is a map you can use.
At least the old map button is just to the database mission in my inventory.
Oh, maybe you have to download that somewhere, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, that might be like a plot thing, maybe.
There are necromorphs everywhere. Is the entire sprawl infected? How'd this happen? The marker was destroyed, Dana. I destroyed it.
You destroyed a marker, Isaac. Tiedemann built another one.
On this station? Why?
It's powerful alien technology. Tiedemann wants that power. Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Tower's premises.
Dana? Damn it.
So basically, unlike the cultists who are trying to bring about the end of everything because they believe it's because they've gone and drank the Kool-Aid really freaking hard. We've got one of those government types who's okay. This is a potentially a powerful weapon. Damn the consequences! Yeah. I'm gonna learn how it works. Oh, I am in over my head. Oh, I'm dead.
It's a little bit more than it being a weapon, but that's something you're gonna find out through this game.
Got some people crying and wailing. Yep. That's... Whoa! Hi there!
Holy shit!
Get up, get up! Okay, that went poorly. And instead of trying to go for being fancy, I just should have aimed and shot. And there's my healing items for the moment, all used up.
Yeah, and your health bar's not looking too good either.
Okay, thanks for the fresh healing item, which and letting me top off.
Nice.
Semiconductor.
Ew, good $3,000. Nothing wrong with that. Now, if only they'd actually start giving us some ruby ones too, and maybe the diamond. You know, just a nice little 25k in your bank account.
I hear.
Do you obey?
Hey, buddy! Long time no see.
Yo, he's your favorite buddy, the exploding arm guy.
You just wanted a hug.
Oh, they do. That's all they want is a nice hug.
I actually managed to cut one off this time.
Nice.
Okay, I'm actually gonna bring this with me. This is when I can get fancy and not have to worry about having good aim.
Oh yeah, those exploding arms are very nice. But don't forget them your loot.
Give a loot. So give a hoot and loot.
A little late for that. Oh well, got to wait until this little hallucination starts or stops, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel safe with your exploding arm. Ooh, nice little medkit. Okay, I think there's an item on the tramway there next to you. Probably some credits, I'd say. Oh, javelin's nice.
first time I've ever successfully cut these things off, I'm going to save myself for a chance to actually use it.
Yep, it's very effective. Much like catching the puker's ball of acid, it's very nice to kill other necromorphs.
Okay, some healing items. Good, good.
Most indeed. There's, I think, a fair little chunk of loot on this little area.
A schematic for a stasis pack. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
And it's a good thing I decided to look down here, because that's something that's easy to miss if you just strictly follow follow the adventure line.
Yep. That's the thing. That's usually what they do with the schematics. They're out of the way a little bit, although some of them are pretty apparent where they're to.
Now to get on a train, a tight, cramped, compressed area with lots of windows that that necromorphs can just jump through in order to jump me.
Yep.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
An interesting little tip. Slashers and bipedal enemies are very susceptible to nut shots. Because a nut shot counts as a double decapitation as well as a body shot. So you're hitting 3 areas of HP at the same time.
So, basically, follow the universal rule that I applied when fighting against the final boss before.
Yep.
Shoot him in the balls.
Yep. So that's a very interesting little thing there, now. It's like, but you only really see that on like the bipedal ones, like the slashers and like now. But like a good solid nut shot with like a plasma cutter, yeah, it's gonna kill a slasher.
Yeah, good.
Also fair.
Pretty sure if I got I think I'd be pretty out of it.
I mean, for us that are actually living, it would be both femoral arteries gone and a major blood supply area just cleaved open and just burnt away. So Yeah, we'd die in a heartbeat to that, actually.
Okay, this is cool, but
Oh yeah, we're at this part again. Okay. So you're just getting a good skin of just how big this place is. Like, you're in a giant-ass, like, metropolis. That's basically what the Titan Sprawl is. Like, things say, like, a major city there now. It's that much territory you're going through. So hopefully you're a good shot, because, you're surrounded by enemies that are coming at you, so please be a quick shot. You're gonna be seeing slashers and I think a few explodey guys.
Look at him, he's just so happy.
I mean, the difficulty of this section is that it's basically like your controls are inverted. Ew.
They just have a weird way of making out. Don't question them.
I'm not freaking Peter Parker.
Okay, so yeah, the big armory guys are still in this one. Got it.
Oof.
So you basically gotta lop off one of his arms. It's actually not a bad idea for this section.
This man may be a rough a little.
Yep. Hey, at least this is way better than the ADS cannons. And remember, you can also use TK on those little poles that are around you too.
Blood rushes to the head.
Ooh, yeah, that Ripper's actually doing pretty good work.
Let's hope that's the only place blood goes.
So just focus down on one of the arms.
Oh, ay.
Don't worry, you just found out what a flapjack feels like.
Yeah.
Good use of pole.
Erg.
Congrats, you got through the upside downy time.
Dana, I need a new route.
What happened?
Chapter
I thought
3.
we lost you.
That's the start of chapter 3.
Where am I?
How did you end up there? Hang on. This won't be the most pleasant route, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector.
Oh no, I remember the section you're in now.
Signal again.
We have a new enemy upcoming that's
Very important to them, Isaac.
maybe midway through this chapter. It's one of the fun ones, and by fun I mean, I hope you have ammunition.
Well, we managed to get through 2 chapters, so as soon as we get to a save station, I think it's a good time to wrap it up. Schematic for the pulse rifle. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got through that little encounter pretty well. Took you a few tries, but yeah, the awkwardness of that one was basically just the fact that it feels like it's just that your controls are inverted, essentially.
So yeah, now we've gone through 2 chapters. Just gotta find a save station and then we can call it.
Sure you don't want to go for the end of this one?
I mean, we've been going for about 2.5 hours now.
Fair.
And apart from the finale stream, my goal was basically 2 chapters a stream.
Fair.
Especially if you get a longer running chapter, like chapter 10 in the last one.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember what the start of chapter 4 would be. I'm pretty certain I remember where it's to. It's after something that happens.
Okay. And with that, I'd say this is a good spot to wrap.
Word.
Oh. Not that kind of wrap.
I'm sorry. I had the chance. I had to take it.
Oh, that was intense.
Just a bit.
At the same time, it's just at the same time I wasn't super freaked out, scared like I was when I first started. So I at least somewhat am still acclimated to this, and still got jumped a few points. And well, so far I've died a lot more here than I have in the last one.
Well, you also have me and Oris keeping an eye on you, making sure you're okay.
Yeah. The complete package should take some of the edge off.
Always happy to be here for you.
Yes.
So now that we've reached the end of the stream, it's time to go with the usual practice of seeing if there's anyone on to raid.
Looks like Fee's still doing. She's doing the Elite Four run at the moment.
I hope she's doing good and hasn't lost anyone yet.
Indeed. Like I said, I'm going to be checking that out when we get off from here. Ooh, and looks like some people are streaming Callisto Protocol, so I need to check that out at some point.
Ooh, definitely. Since it sounds like that one is basically, in its own way, kind of a love letter to Dead Space.
I mean, it's made by the exact same team that made the original Dead Space games.
Ooh, definitely. Since it sounds
so, it is quite literally the spiritual successor of it. Because the thing is, we never did get Dead Space 4. Which is the sad thing. We got some information onto it, but they thankfully didn't say the entire story of what that one was going to be. Especially since it looks like they're probably going to be trying for that now with the new line of games.
So basically, after they do the remake of Dead Space 1, they're gonna do probably gonna do a remake of 2 and possibly 3.
Yep.
I mean, the remakes, but they're probably gonna change maybe a few things.
A
How it
few
is.
things, but by and large, now it sounds like they're really listening to like the players, like the ones that actually are part of the community are now like their views on things.
Yeah, we will have to see how that turns out. I'm still going to be chugging my way through the original versions.
Most indeedy.
Yeah, looks like we're all good to raid Fee. Thank you so much, Orsk nickname, for coming and joining the call.
Hey, always happy to join.
And thanks to everyone who came by to watch the stream. Until next time, I'll be all take care. See you later. Bye-bye.
Later.
And ready to raid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
Last